There is an English formula for creating a beautiful bed with roses. And I've never heard it before myself, so I went to a workshop at Rose Nursery. And they showed me how to apply it to different areas, even in a garden with a partial sun. Let me take you directly to this workshop about sustainable gardening and mixed borders. Welcome back. RosenPark Dräger in Steinfurth is a true wonderland for a rose lover. Lane by lane, filled with beauty and fragrance. It's so overwhelming. Oh, trust me, this garden is beautiful. We came with Eva this time, not just only to admire the garden, but also to learn something new. And we joined a workshop about sustainable gardening with roses to get some inspiration, not just only for me, but also for you. One of the key topics of the workshop was climate change. So it's extremely important to pick the right rose, especially today. In general, roses love sun. There are a lot of roses that are beautiful in sunny area. But there are also roses, a lot of varieties of them that you can use in partial shade. Climate changes, when we speak about them these days, it's a lot about water, access to water. And roses are great plants because they have deep roots that they establish after 2 to 3 years. So initially you have to water them, but after that you don't need to do really anything. If you want to have an irrigation system as I do in my garden, it's mostly for the accompanying plants. Another thing to consider is the rose health. I always have a look whether the rose has an ADR certificate, which means that this rose has been grown for the duration of 3 years on different locations, 11 in Germany, without any chemicals. And if the rose is really good resistant and looks still good after the duration of 3 years, it becomes this certificate. So you can be pretty sure it's healthy and you can use it. And I'm quite sure that if you check the labels outside of Germany of your roses, there will be something stated about resistance against fungal diseases. And last but not least, what would be a climate sustainable garden without bee-friendly roses? So if you want to help them a little bit, consider to plant some roses that have a good access to the middle of the rose and help our little bee friends. Let's speak about the English bed formula. It has 3 components that are very easy to remember. So it's the thriller, filler, and spiller. For the thriller, it's very easy. It's a rose, the most beautiful plant in your rose bed. For the filler, you use perennials that will actually fill the area around the rose. And the spiller just round the edges on the ground. Let's see an example of the sunny border. Thriller here is a beautiful ADR yellow rose candela. For filler, they used Nepeta Walker's Law, a great contrast to the yellow rose. And it's best to plant 3 to 5 together so that you really create very quickly this flush effect. Another filler, they used here gaura, cornflowers, upright glowing sage. Even ornamental grasses can add movement into the beautiful bed. And for spiller, gypsophilia. It creates a soft cloud at the base. It looks so beautiful. Now, what if your garden has only a partial sun? For thriller, they used La Rose Molinar, fragrant and ADR certified rose. As filler, Stachys monieri, autumn anemone, and bellflowers. And as spiller, lady's mantle, a plant I love and use in many parts of my own garden. They also use Bergenia, beautiful color and great texture. Now, one last thing, don't plant anything too close to the rose base so that the rose does not need to compete with other plants for nutrition and can shine for you. The whole day in Steinfurth was full of beauty, fragrance and people. Apropos people, 8 new subscribers joined this channel since last video. I'm so happy that we are growing. So we see each other in 1 week again with more stories from my garden, from the lake, and maybe one day even from a chateau. We see you next time. Okay, once again, we see you next time.
Bye 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 bye.